So you probably know your regular Western zodiac sign. Maybe you're a Leo, which means you think you're a natural born leader, or a Scorpio, which usually just means people on dating apps avoid you. And if you're into Asian culture, you definitely know your Chinese zodiac animal because you read it off a paper placemat while eating dim sum. You think, oh cool, I was born in the year of the dragon. I must be a powerful, majestic creature of destiny. Well, if you say that to an actual traditional Chinese fortune teller, they are going to laugh at you because relying solely on the year you were born to predict your entire future is like trying to guess the plot of a 2-hour movie by looking at the first 3 seconds of the trailer. The year is just one tiny superficial layer. To actually read your cosmic blueprint, you need the heavy duty stuff. Enter BaZi. BaZi literally translates to 8 characters. Think of your life as a massively multiplayer online RPG. When you create a character, you get a base stat sheet. BaZi is basically the secret source code you were programmed with at the exact millisecond you entered the server of life. Instead of just looking at your birth year, BaZi looks at 4 distinct metrics: the year, the month, the day, and the hour of your birth. In Chinese metaphysics, these are called the 4 pillars of destiny, which sounds like an epic kung fu movie, but it's really just a specialized cosmic spreadsheet. Now, why are there 8 characters if there are only 4 pillars? Math. Each of these 4 pillars is stacked like a double-decker bus. The top deck is called the heavenly stem and the bottom deck is called the earthly branch. 4 pillars multiplied by 2 decks equals 8 characters. Boom! BaZi. The stuff on the bottom deck, the earthly branches, is where your familiar zodiac animals actually live. Yes, you have 4 different animals in your chart, not just one. You might have a dragon in your year pillar, a rooster in your month, a tiger in your day, and a goofy little pig in your hour. It's basically a cosmic zoo inside your soul. But what do these characters actually do? Are they magic spells? Not quite. They are symbols representing a highly complex 2000-year-old recipe made of 5 basic ingredients: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. This is the whooshing or the 5 elements. In the BaZi system, these elements don't just sit there looking pretty, they are constantly interacting with each other in a never ending cosmic soap opera. There are 2 main cycles you need to know. First, the producing cycle, where elements support each other like best friends. Wood feeds fire, fire creates earth as ash, earth hardens into metal, metal melts or carries water, and water nourishes wood. Then there's the controlling cycle where they absolutely destroy each other. Wood text messages Earth to ruin its roots. Earth blocks water. Water extinguishes fire. Fire melts metal. And metal chops wood down. When a BaZi master looks at your 8 characters, they are calculating the exact balance of these 5 elements at the moment of your birth. And the absolute most important character in your entire chart, the main character of your story, is the heavenly stem on your day pillar. This is called your day master. It represents the real, raw version of you. There are 10 possible day masters because each of the 5 elements can be either yang, which is big, aggressive, and public, or yin, which is small, quiet, and private. For example, if your day master is yang fire, You are visualized as the literal sun. You are warm, loud, center of attention, and you probably accidentally blind people with your energy. But if you are yin fire, you are a flickering candle. You're gentle, observant, highly creative, but if someone blows on you too hard, you get stressed out and go dark. If you are yang wood, you are a massive, stubborn redwood tree. You stand tall, you hate changing your mind, and if a storm comes, you'd rather snap in half than bend. If you are yin wood, you are grass or a flexible vine. You look weak, but you can survive anywhere, bending with the wind and quietly taking over the entire garden while no one is looking. A traditional BaZi reading is essentially a giant cosmic audit. The master counts up your elements. If you have too much fire and zero water, your chart is considered way too hot and dry, which might mean you have a terrible temper and burn through money like wild. The goal of life is to find balance. If your chart lacks water, you might need to wear blue, move near the ocean, or hang out with friends who have tons of water in their charts just to keep yourself from evaporating. This ancient nerd math is exactly how people for centuries have predicted career paths, romantic compatibility, and even health risks.